Hello, this video will assist students in EDN5660 in locating empirical articles. First off, you're probably wondering what is an empirical article? An empirical article is an article where someone has actually conducted a research. They've maybe done a survey, they've interviewed people, and they have those results tabulated and presented. Articles, I'll show you one in a second, they'll have certain sections detailed. They may have a literature review to explain what is went for before. They will have a methods section where they list participants and the test instrument or the test survey they've used. And it'll have a results section, and then finally a discussion. The parts may be labeled a little different, but every one of them will have that type of information in it. And that sometimes is called primary research as well. So those are the type of articles you're going to be looking for. Good news is you can find them by going through the library's databases. Bad news is if you're off campus and trying to Google and find these, you'll be asked to pay for them. Don't do that. So to begin your research, go to the library's home screen, and if you cannot get there, you can Google UNCP and library, and it should bring you there. Or go to any UNCP page, click on Quick Links, and you'll see library. Okay. From here, to begin searching our databases, click on Resources, then click on Databases, and it'll bring you up to this screen. We list our databases both by subject and by title. Since you're in education, I'm going under the education subject page. And these are some of the education databases we call best bets. They're librarian selected. The two databases we're going to search for empirical articles are PsycInfo and PsycArticles. If you click on one, when you click here, this screen will appear, a login screen that will ask you for your Canvas username, your Brave Web username, and password. Simply put it in, and it will take you to our database. Now, notice I mentioned PsycInfo and PsycArticles. Any EBSCO family of databases, you can click on Choose Databases and see other databases listed we have owned by this company. Here's PsycInfo right below PsycArticles. I'm going to put a check in that box, and I'm going to click on Search. But some other education-related databases I want to make you aware of are ERIC and Education Source. See, I'm now searching both those databases. I can click Show All, and it will show them to me. Okay. Now, typically what I ask students to do before they get this far is to think about their topic and come up with a list of keywords. Let's say my topic was, I've noticed, I teach high school, I've noticed that my students are coming the door sleepy. How does that affect them? So what I have done is created a list of keywords here: teens, sleep, and learning. See, I have various type terms here. These will help me when I go to searching. Also, these will probably become some of my key vocabulary terms, so you may want to add to it. So I'm going to go back to my EBSCO database. I'm going to type in the word sleep. Oops. I'm going to type in teen with an asterisk, Shift 8 key. That will look for teenagers, teens, teenagers, teenager singular. I'm going to do the word or, and adolescent. Also with an asterisk, because that will get also all possible endings. The word or added between two search terms tell the databases to look for one term or the other. Use this with synonyms. And then I'm going to do grades. And notice here I have academic performance or academic achievement. I may want to use those. Type in another or learning. I can do the asterisk with that as well. So I've got my terms set up. Now, one of the things I can also do is scroll down, and under methodology, you will see a listing for empirical study. Highlight that. Click on that. And then scroll on down and click on search. Noticed I have 866. If I want to limit down to just academic journals, which will remove the dissertations, you can click here. And you see some of the items in here will be full text. Well, there will be full text or link full text, full text, full text, and some of them will say full text at UNCP. Now I'm going to click on this one. If you click on the PDF full text, it will bring it up. This will give you some information about how a empirical article is formatted. These are actually sections probably in the article here. You see them listed. So this is sort of what one looks like. I'm scrolling through real quick. This is the literature review here. Methodology lists their participants, and it will also list instruments and variables. And then it will go into the results. But this is an empirical article. Now from here, if you wanted to, you could download it. Typically what I tell students, and I'm going to go ahead and close this PDF, is usually what I do is this is the link here to email it, or I can add it to a folder. See, my folder opens. I can go back to my results list, and I can add other items in my folder to email to myself. I'm just selecting several. Once you have them, you can scroll back up, click on your folder, and again, this is a temporary folder, and I can email them all at one time when I select one. Just put your email address in, a subject, and you can even send yourself a citation format. Let me show you that citation format real quick. Here's the citation like you would receive if you selected APA. Always verify this against a style guide or another source like the online writing lab at Purdue, because sometimes they make mistakes. The database does. So please do that. Please do that. And I can go back to my folder list, and that is pretty much and probably what I would do as well is if I go back here and want to narrow this down even further, I can go to subject major heading and see where it has these terms. These are terms that are bolded here in the subject heading. Let's say I'm looking at sleep. It'll knock it down to 300, whatever, 300. I can go back here and see I have several here that I would like to look at. So if I want to click on more than one at a time, click on Show More. Academic achievement, memory consolidation, learning, memory, update. I'm down to 115. And again, I can go back and go through this a number of times. Now, I had mentioned earlier about things that aren't full text in this database. What you can do is click on full text at UNCP. It'll open up in a new tab. Go into Primo. Here's your citation. And here are places where you can find this journal. Click on the link. Here's your article. For an article such as this, typically what I tell students to do, download it to your flash drive, download it to your desktop, and email it to yourself. Flash drives go bad, hard drives go bad, but your email should remain with you, especially your UNCP email, until you delete it. So I would do that. So you can go back, and again, you can play with your searches. You can take these off, switch them around, but usually also, again, I look at these subject headings when I click on a database title. I look at these Sometimes some of these may become also some of your key terms, your terminology, add them to your keyword list. I did not have behavior down there, but that one affects learning, so I probably should add it. And that is some information about finding a empirical article. If you have questions, if you go to the library's homepage, under Ask a Librarian, there's the contact information for the reference desk, the phone number, the email, and even an email blank. Also, under Contact Us, if you scroll down, this is me, this is my email. You can shoot me an email, and I'll see if I can, and I should be able to help you out. Again, if you have any questions, please contact us. Thank you.